So let's sit this way today. If there is any reason why you cannot sit this way with the heels and the buttocks together, just cross the legs, simply cross the legs. This way we will have a better alignment, and also the spine will ascend more easily. Take your hands to the lap and softly push them down so that you can roll the shoulders back and down and lift the sides of the body up. Then align the back of the head to the tailbone. So bring the face slightly back, and then allow the upper eyelids to roll down. With the palms pressing softly on the thighs, see that you can ascend the abdomen away from it. Ascend the abdomen away from the legs and lift the belly button up to the chest up to the chin, and then roll again the shoulders back and down. Take your hands to the center of your chest and lift with an inhalation breath. So as you inhale, focus on the chest lifting all the way to the collarbones. And as you exhale, focus on descending the tailbone lower and lower down, as well as the sitting bones. One more time, inhale to the chest, exhale to the tailbone and legs. And then take a moment to relax your face, the tongue in your mouth, the jaw. And in the next inhalation breath, lift the chest and take your head down to your heart. Drop the palms softly on your thighs. And as you raise your head, open your eyes. Okay, so let us start in Adho Mukha Virasana Sandhi so that we can start stretching the arms on the sides of the body, but at the same time, I would like to work on the wrists for a second. So instead of doing our usual version of child's pose, get hold of the outer edges of the mat and start pulling the mat away from you, and also trying to push the wrists away from one another. So tear the mat apart widthways and lengthways. Let's see. Big toes together, knees apart, and then start extending your arms, sides of the body, but keep the buttocks glued to the heels, and then extend your body more. Start pulling from the mat and take it away from you. That way, you will have a little bit more resistance in the buttock area. And then push out into the mat. Push out as if you wanted to take your wrists away from one another. Last of all, if you can, drop the head so that it rests on the floor. If the head is not touching the floor, don't force it down. Just extend the neck as a continuation of the rest of the spine. Inhale and draw the mat to the center line, and exhale and pull away widthways and lengthways. And then let go of the mat and plant the palms strongly down with the two little fingers touching the outer edges. Inhale, come up onto all fours, and then start turning your upper arms from the inside out and turn the forearms from the outside in. So the arms are super locked in the position in preparation for downward dog. But first, we've got to address the arms. So the inner elbows, as you can see, they are turning to the front end of the mat. From here, take the toes under, and we will start addressing the chest and the arms first, and then the legs. So come up with the legs bent. push the hands down and the arms away. But again, have that feeling that you're still trying to tear the mat apart, widthways and lengthways. So push away from with your hands and try to separate the hands from one another, always using the stickiness of the mat as resistance. And then last of all, extend your legs. Extend, take the back of the thighs back, take the back of the knees back, the full corners of the knees back evenly, and the Achilles and the soles of the feet back to the wall behind you. Relax the head and the neck and stay in downward facing dog for a little while. Roll the upper arms from the inside out. And then from here, walk your feet closer to your hands, feet closer to your hands. Separate your legs as wide as the yoga mat and bring the legs so they are vertical. The buttocks are not far back. Bring the buttocks forwards and catch hold of your outer ankles. Again, release your head, release your neck, but pull up the knees and thighs so the legs are strong and they are vertical. Hold on to the ankles or the shins or wherever you can reach and pull down. So relax your head and neck. See that you can grip hold of your legs as you gripped hold of the mat a moment ago. Lengthen the sides of the body, lengthen the spine, and then very gently look up, inhale, and come back up. Okay, so this time around, we're going to work a little bit with the wrists. The first thing I want you to do is, again, come back to, if you have a book or a blog or something, catch that, and let me just show you. We are going to try and bring the elbows as close. If you don't have a brick at home, have a book or a box or a Tupperware container. We will have the hands level with the shoulders. I mean, the elbows level with the shoulders, the hands gripping into the brick or whatever you're holding. And then we will try to bring the elbows closer to one another. So trying to keep the elbows at the same level, but bring them more and more and more together. Still trying to fold that brick in two. So you're squeezing the palms into the brick and you're taking the elbows closer to one another. That should hopefully release tension in the upper back and roll the shoulders down, separating the shoulder blades. Let's do this. Stand in Tadasana with the 2 feet hip width distance apart and parallel to one another. Still work on the legs, so lift the knees, lift the thighs, and grip the brick. The brick is between the hands. The 2 elbows are level with my 2 shoulders. Squeeze into the brick with your palms, straighten the fingertips, squeeze the elbows more together. Try to bring the inner elbows together to kiss each other, but don't lower your elbows. Keep them as high as your shoulders. Lengthen the legs. Squeeze those elbows. Squeeze the palms and then release. So hopefully there is a little bit more of extension around the neck and shoulder area whilst we're working on the muscles around the shoulder blades and upper arms. This time around, the same action, but we'll add a little extra challenge, which is from here, we will try to extend the arms. However, once you have that width of the elbows, you are not allowed to broaden them to extend the arms. So within that width, try and resist the elbows together and the hands bending the brick. Let's see if we can do it. So standing Tadasana again, feet hip width distance apart, activate the thighs and the knees, roll the buttocks down, lift the pubic bone up, and catch the brick. Then lift the brick up and squeeze it between your hands and take the elbows together. At the same time, roll the shoulders down, more down, more down. Elbows more together, squeeze the brick between your hands and start extending the forearms away from your face without opening the elbows. So resist with your upper arms. Resist with your biceps. Lift the elbows up. Extend, 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 extend. Squeeze between your hands and release. So hopefully this has helped warm up and also extend the arms. So we'll do something very similar at the back. So let's hold the brick at the back between the hands. So try not to catch it with your fingertips. Instead, extend the fingers and hold it between your hands. At the moment, I've got my elbows bent. What I want is to extend my elbows and roll the shoulders back and down. There's only just one motion that we want to do. Press into the brick and extend the elbows as much as you can without bringing the shoulder forwards, okay? So let's try. Squeeze the brick between your hands. The brick is not touching your buttocks, so lengthen the buttock skin down. And then roll the shoulders back. And within that space, start extending your forearms away from the buttocks. Extend, grip the brick, extend the arms, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, extend the arms more, grip the brick between your hands, and release. Okay, lots of work with the hands and the wrists. Okay, this time around, we will do what we normally do for Garudasana. So you can leave the brick there. Garudasana is this one, eagle pose. So today, instead of working on the legs, we're just going to work on the hands to continue with that rotation and exercising of the wrists. So bring your arms out to the sides and extend both arms and legs. We're going to cross the right arm first over the left. So elbow crossing deeply onto the other elbow and bring the hands up. As you can see, the two hands are facing away from one another and fingers straight. What I want now is to lift the elbows and push with your hands as if I had a belt. So do the opposite action we were doing a moment ago. Push away as if you had to move a wall at either side of you. Lift the elbows, roll the shoulders down. And then bring the wrists more together, close the fists with the thumb inside, and try and bring the two forearms closer to the center line, rolling the hands down. Roll the hands down, elbows up, shoulders down, head away from your arms. And then last of all, take your two hands together. So the two palms are pressing into one another. The two wrists are pressing into one another. Elbows up, shoulders down, and thumbs away. And then release. One more time with the other side, yeah? You can roll the shoulders a little bit, a couple of times. And now, open the arms wide, activate your legs so that they're still not sleeping. Open the arms. Now we're going to cross the left one over the right. Deeply. And then bring the two palms away from one another, straighten the forearms. Now push out and away from you, rolling the shoulders down and lifting the elbows. Shoulders down, lift the elbows. Shoulders down, lift the elbows. Push with your hands as if you were pushing, moving to walls, very heavy walls. Then close the fists with the thumbs inside Bring the wrists together and roll the fists away from you, away from one another. Lift the elbows. Take your forearms more and more together and roll the palms down. And then last of all, open the palms and try and bring them together, giving a second twist. Lift the elbows, roll the shoulders down, palms pressing into one another, thumbs away from your face, shoulders down. And then lift the chest up to the elbows and release. Okay. Let's do one more asana for the wrists. This time around, we want to do in all fours. The first thing we're going to do is take the two hands to face each other, just like that. The middle fingers should be in touch. So imagine you are going to do Chaturanga Dandasana, which is this one, but you're going to do it with the two hands facing into one another. So press the two wrists, the two palms strongly down on the floor. Press the little finger edge side of the hand strongly down and lock the elbows. So the elbows cannot be bent. We are bending them in a second, but first, make sure that the two hands are like two pancakes, flat on the mat. And then from there, all the body weight will come down to the wrists. So we are descending the chest, opening the elbows out, but keep your body straight. So don't come with a hollow chest. Keep the body as a tabletop. Descend all your body weight onto those wrists. Press the palms, press the wrists, descend the arms, and once your nose touches the ground, up you come again. Both arms are pressing evenly, both wrists are pressing evenly. Let's do it once more. Chest is absolutely straight, spine straight. One more time for the arms. Bend the elbows out to the sides, roll the shoulders away from your neck, and take the shoulder blades down to your buttocks. Descend, pressing the hands, pressing the hands. As your nose touches the fingers, up you come again. And then release. So biceps and triceps today, yeah? We are going to do the last wrist exercise, which is the downward facing dog, but this time around, we will face the fingers backwards. So if you have any wrist injury or previous wrist injury, you can, or this is almost impossible to do, take the palms out instead with the fingers facing the outer edges. Otherwise, try aligning your hands to the front side of the mat. The wrinkle of this wrist needs to be aligned to the front end of the mat. And then spread the 10 fingers. Have the two hands quite wide, so wider than you would normally take them, the thumbs touching the outer edges of the mat. Be in all fours, lift the knees up, and then come into downward dog with your upper arms rotating out and pressing the wrists on the floor. Press from the elbow to the wrist and suck up from the biceps up to the shoulders. Extend your legs, extend your spine. Release the head and neck and take your chest between your legs. Descend and come back to a sitting position. So basically, we cannot expect to do a normal downward dog in this position because the arms are all twisted, and also sometimes the wrists play a very important part in the extension of the wrists, and the forearms play an important part. But now I would like for us to do Chaturanga Dandasana because we have used the wrists so beautifully today. and the hands are going to be as we normally take them for Chaturanga. So, however, I would like for you to do it from all fours. So, we will take the two hands to the ground, and then we'll place the head down on the ground. First of all, I want to make sure that my top side of the body is correctly aligned. And then I have to make sure that I still have enough mat behind me, yeah? Then with the arm strength, I will push my biceps away from my mat. So biceps are this side of the upper arm. You are repelling the floor with your biceps to bring your head to level with the floor. And then we will straighten one leg, straighten the other leg, and lower the buttock and see if we can hold it there. And then descend. So let's try and do it. Two hands right underneath my shoulders, and then press the wrists, press the palms and the 10 fingers. The fingertips are also playing an important role. At the moment, the elbows are locked and the spine is long. Roll the shoulders back and down and flatten the shoulder blades in. Now start bending your elbows. Bend the elbows and place your head down. Lengthen from the shoulders to the buttocks to straighten your spine some more. Then, with the biceps, push away from the floor. Extend the right leg, extend the left leg, lengthen the sitting bones down, and release. Okay. Now we can lift ourselves up. Sit on the heels, interlace your fingers, and open. Let's open the chest, lengthen the arms away from me. Lengthen the elbows away from me, open the chest. We will do something very similar as an inversion now. This inversion entails the head being lower than the heart. So we will take the brick. So if you have your period today, you're not going to be doing it. You're not going to be lifting your legs up. Otherwise, you can try to lift your legs up. We will have the torso completely on the ground, and then bring the heels all the way up towards the buttocks. Come onto the tip of your toes and place the brick there, right underneath your sacrum for this asana called Setu Bandha with a brick. Now, if you don't have the brick at home, of course you can step on the heels, have the palms underneath the heels, and then start lifting your buttocks, lifting your buttocks, lifting your buttocks, and lengthening the skin away. And take a few breaks to come up and down, up and down. Otherwise, walk your hands along the mat to take your shoulders closer and closer to your heels. And then if you feel stable enough with your brick, lift one leg, lift the other leg, and extend the legs up into a 90-degree angle. This is very similar to shoulder stand. In shoulder stand, we have the hands underneath the back. Keep lengthening the arms away, lifting the chest up to the chin, and extending from the inner groin to the inner knee to inner ankle, away to the ceiling. Grip the outer legs in. Lift the chest to the chin. And then bend your legs. Find the floor with one leg. Find the floor with another leg. Stay down here for a second. extending your neck, extending your chest, abdomen. And then again, bring your heels close to your buttocks. Lift the skin of your buttocks away to the back of the knees. And one vertebra at a time, take your buttocks down. Then you can extend the legs, place the brick if you had it on top of the thighs, allow the legs to roll out, lengthen the base of the skull away from your head and away from your neck, lengthen the arms to either side and also the waist down to the heels. So we're trying to make the curvatures less deep. They are still there, but we're trying to make them less deep. So the chin is not lifting up, the waist is not lifting up. And then have the fingers curled, relax the wrists, the arms, open across the collarbones, and carry on lifting the chest, especially with each inhalation breath. Make sure the chest is lifting with each exhalation breath. Make sure the abdomen is receding down and away. Inhale for the chest. Exhale for the legs and abdomen. Inhale for the chest. Exhale, bring the belly button down to the spine. Carry on breathing evenly. Slow, smooth, long inhalations. Slow, long, smooth exhalations. And as and when you're ready, bring your hands to rest where they are comfortable on your chest or belly. Bring your legs one at a time up to your chest. And staying curled up, roll onto your right side. Hold your head with your right hand. Softly open your eyes and carry on rolling to sit up. Once you're sitting, bring your hands to your chest and thank your body and your mind for being healthy enough to allow you to do this yoga session today. And thank the teachers before us who showed us the way so generously. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you so much. Namaste. It's fantastic. Thank you. Have a lovely
Okay,
weekend.
Sandy.
Thank
You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye.